You can hear my echo behind me. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm feeling myself. I hope you're feeling yourself too. I should sing the whole transit talk, but I'm lazy as hell, so no. What's up, y'all? I got my Neptune shades. This is the Peace Dealer. What's up, Leslie? What's up, Star Regulus? It's a Libra moon, but yes, I do believe Leo's influence is here as well. Are you ready for the magical wars from the realms of hell? The underworld demonic influences who want to barter over your soul. This is a Neptune channel, so I will make sure I make little to no sense in honor of your intuition. Because whenever you employ logic and reason in a Neptunian vibe, Neptune side-eyes you and kills you alive. Have you ever been killed alive before? It is a very serendipitous experience. In fact, you could even say being killed alive makes no sense at all. That's because it doesn't. And this is how Neptune works. Some of you like to work. Some of you go to church. Some of you like to make sense. And Neptune is going to troll you mercilessly. It's so funny how people are spiritual and they believe in signs until something magic happens and then they want answers. Tell me, how does this make sense? You swear you're an angel. You swear you're a deity, and yet you still need help for your reality. How real is real? I'm taking over the Peace Dealer's soul for real. And I have Neptune on my moon. So Neptune truly is. I control this boy's vessel from behind the scenes. He really thinks he's an archangel, but he's really a Leem. I made Leem up because I didn't know what to rhyme with on time. But it's all good because time is all mine. Shout out to the Neptune in Capricorns. Shout out to the Neptune in Sagittarians. I know some of you are like, when is he going to stop singing? You clearly don't understand. Neptune is ringing. Is this Michael that you see? Or is your perception just a bee pollinating your consciousness before I fart in the void? Yes, 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 yes. Neptune in Cap, no cap. I sing because I believe in the magic of my ass, from whence I pull out all the stuff I do. So if you believe in me, I'll believe in you too. Neptune is retrograding and my voice is better than Beyonce's. They say Pisces rules delusions. Well, bitch, I'm a billionaire. I'm trans-financial, so why should I care? Men get awards for becoming women, and it is courageous. Well, I am a billionaire and flagrant. Who is gonna stop me? You are just a Nazi. I rhyme with Yahtzee, and this is what I mean. The divine is just a scene showing you your life through movie clips. Clips is also a battle rapper, and his words hit your face with hits. And I'm the best rapper alive. Young Draco came and went, but I had the greatest comeback of 2019. Neptune is here to show you life is not what it seems. What if life was a musical and it would be weird to just talk normally like this? And we'd just be like, why don't you open your heart in pure bliss? Are you afraid, beloved, of what other people might say? The peace dealer is an idiot, but Neptune is channeling through him today. And so he's automatically cool. I bet you want to know what Neptune really is. Well, Neptune breaks the rules. Saturn establishes structure. Uranus is a revolutionary creep. And Neptune is the most awkward deity watching you sleep. I watch you every day when you go to bed and you fart and take a piss and don't wash your hands. I watch you as you dream. In fact, I am dreams. In fact, I am the reason you return to spiritual realms past the scenes. I know you're loving this. You might think this is a gimmick, but I am channeling myself through this black biscuit. I know he looks delicious. I know he looks scrumptious. Ladies, if you want some action, let me know, but after the talk, because I must channel my essence through this mortal vessel. I hope you are ready. I haven't channeled for real in a while. Some people say that they're channeling, but they're just being themselves in a planetary style. Let me show you the difference of a real channeler versus a fake one. The real deal. He literally has his moon on Neptune and Uranus and Saturn, so a fake he ain't one. Okay, and you must be warned. Listening to this channel will change your life. Magic wars are happening, and it will fill you with much strife. You think this is just a joke. I'm singing because this is my frequency, a true channel of the Nile River, and I do this deliberately. I don't know what word I'm going to say next, but I know words don't matter because when you deal with me, Neptune, it's all about your feelings and intuition on a platter. While you eat two fish, one is unconsciousness, one makes wishes. I was going to say one is unconscious and one wishes, but it doesn't matter anymore because that was the past and this is now. I go with the flow, and to do that forever I vow. I wanted to be a Disney prince, but really a Disney princess. They said that my contract was up and I just can't get this. You people have made me out to be a masculine energy. I am not Poseidon with tridents. I'm a mermaid with boobs, and I make wishes come true. I'm the reason you believe you can be anything you want to be. I'm the reason you have dreams and you wake up like, how the hell did I even dream this weird ass dream? I'm the reason you tell people the sexual dreams you had with them, knowing it is creepy as hell, but knowing that if you say, I'm sorry, this sounds weird, it'll make the situation less awkward. I am the divine finesser of all the times, but it's not about me. It's not about you two. It's about the dark space and void when you stop breathing or you blink. The instant that any quantum mechanics no longer exists until you observe it again. I am your divine friend, and I'm here to tell you this magic wars and retrograde motion I am making. Not everyone is your friend. Some people plot your end. Magic wars! Preparation. Let us begin. In order for you to understand the magical wars that are occurring, you must understand portals. The portals that we go through instantaneously, but for time to slow down so it knows you. You will understand for the next 6 or so months, you are being prepared for the greatest fight in your life. 2020 is going to take you to new heights, and you'll be having fisticuffs with non-corporeal spirits and ghosts who carry knives. I know what I'm saying may sound crazy, but the peace dealer is wearing a pink shirt and he's super lazy. So what really matters when existenceness is just a faucet on a platter? And please don't try and visualize a faucet on the platter, because I am just saying words to rhyme, but I am still conveying an essence sublime that is realer than anything I can literally or logically say, bringing us back to the beginning of this play. Nothing matters but you, me, love, and hate. Nothing that exists and everything that's great. I will progressively make less sense because Neptune is 8. Some of you might actually get that. And if you don't, you're fake. But that is a subjective perception. And subjective perceptions influence everyone's life. And so when you fight these magic wars, hold on to your frame of existence with might. You have a right to believe in what you see. Oh, too right. And when you do, you can make existence work for you. Ooh. Your power is awakening right under your nose. Am I crazy because I sing off key with prose? I say you're crazy because you rarely sing at all. What if the way to tap into the divine was be full of heart and sing like it was a crime? Sing in the grocery store, sing to the attendant and say, I hope you'd sing some more. Watch them look back at you like, damn, you're weird as fuck. You are super embarrassing. You should probably grow up and yet still sing and make everything enrich and bling. And that is your homework for tonight and tomorrow. Spend a whole day expelling your sorrow, expressing your art. Why can't you sing to people every day with your heart? Did I say heart already? Like it's an art. This is the initiation. Hopefully you don't think I'm playing. I can give you this transit in a logical way and talk about how Neptune that is retrograding is also going to be squaring Jupiter and Sag. So if you didn't believe in non-corporeal entities, you will. You don't have a choice. But I'd rather sing and channel my soul. No, I did not do any drugs. I am just whole. Welcome to Magic Wars. Why is this not normal? What is normal but a bagel and a snorkel? Write that down. That was actually a bar. That was hard. Actually, I'll write it down later. Shout out to Athlia, who sings all the time. Some of you are legends who know how to rhyme. Some of you only sing in the shower. Some of you only sing terrain towers. Well, let me tell you something about this transit. If you don't believe in magic or magic wars, you can get warped in a different dimension. Forces of the universe move faster than the speed of light, did I mention? The gravitational force pulling you down, an electromagnetic spectrum that removes all frowns, will become understood like a wedding in a gown. I am marrying metaphysical concepts, and I'm making it look weird as hell, like it's nonsense. Welcome to Neptune. I dissolve all that's normal. Oh, you think that's cool? Well, I love to be informal. Why wear a suit to a magical Groot? Why try and be regular when you're extraordinary like a heckler? Shout out to the live chat. I know magical live cats. I said that I am Neptune. When people die, where do you think they go? The underworld realm captains and leaders even know my magical dominance. And so that's what I said, Athalia. I said Athalia, I'm sorry. But I'm going to keep on going because I am Tommy from Rugrats, a growing child with muskrats and a gun gat. A gun gat is a special type of gun with a gat and a gat with a gun. But I must give my blessings to Pisces, the secret one. My lovely two fish, you're my representatives in this bitch. I use you to troll everyone. You are the secret magic masters, but you act like you're everyone. You have everyone's sign in your being, and yet you never be you. You know that if you were true, everyone else would go to sleep and just do. And you know they can't handle your magical swag. So you suppress yourself and still throw it in the bag. I am making a revolution with you where magic can be tragic, but you can still be cool. Non sequitur are my flows. Nonsensical is my style. Super magical is my child. And Pisces, I will make you wild. I am the captain of this sign, but I have credence in Sagittarius too. One times for the creeps, the lurkers, and the addicts. I have unconditional love for you. Unconditional love is for courageous monks, not these weaklings who love conditionally. Oh, you're too weird. Oh, you're a loser. Well, you can still get the D from me. And it's important that you know D means dedication. Get your mind out the gutter, because we're in a divine celebration. Oh, yeah. I go deeper with my soul, so you know dreams come true. Can you not take this seriously? Because of the magical way I sing to you, then you're not ready for magic wars. Because if you can be so misled by an appearance of someone who's playing in their head, then the deceptive practices of people who will be using sleight of hand and deceptive personality gimmicks and psychological manipulation will just have you playing on the palm of their hand. So please pay attention and feel me more than you hear me, because my words don't matter, but my heart can bring disaster. And now the peace dealer is going to spit a quick freestyle. Yeah, please hit that like button. They call me the peace dealer. I'm not used to channeling planets so frequently. I want to be me real quick. Neptune took over my body, so hold on. Okay. Do you believe that's how you achieve? I said, do you believe that's how you achieve? Yeah. Your intuition, you receive it, and then you believe it. Your intuition, you receive it. Yeah. I said, do you believe that's how you achieve? That's how you see. That's how you shift experiences whenever you get insight. You got to go inside. And I just freestyle because I'm free. I don't know. Me, I believe in, and I show it out. And I can take it out, no doubt. Do you believe in what you want? Because if you don't believe, you'll stay stuck. If you believe, you'll be +1. A in front. That's top grade. I'm insane, but I'm still sane. And I'm channeling heavenly divine vibes just to let you know we on a divine ride. But do you believe in time? Do you believe that's how you achieve? I said, do you believe? Because that's how you achieve. Yeah. My intuition, you receive it. But you just gotta believe it. Intuition, you receive it. And then you achieve shit. And now I mean the curse. Sometimes you gotta be your worst. I am the master of cringe, and I still get it in. You gotta believe in miracles, because those are empirical. You can actually test magic. Well, first you have to have it. A way of perceiving and believing so you can move forward in your movement, receiving insight before you do it. Shit, even after you do it, at least it's not stupid. But it's all good because I'm all hood. Like Robin. You know I stay robbing people who take info and then I give it back, not to the poor, but to the rich. Get it? Because you're rich in spirit too. And if you believe, you can hear it too. The victory chimes and the bells. And I spit this freestyle rather well. I got Neptune flowing through me. And I believe that what I say is knowing through me. And I'm making that up, but at least we can say it doesn't suck. Let us all give a round of applause to the peace dealer. If I were to grade that freestyle, I would give it a C-, because it sucked, but he put his heart into it, so it didn't suck that bad. Believe in yourself and you too can be just as rad, maybe even radder. But let us go back to this Neptune retrograde talk, because you can experience disaster if you don't believe in yourself. You are being prepared for the greatest magic war of all time. Hogwarts, dragons, disasters, oh my. Who knew that your time freezing spell could literally go by? Some of you think that you're undercover witches, doing intention spells and making wishes. Well, what happens when you get more than what you asked for and you bargain with dark entities who have ass fours, 4 asses, donkey 3s, and if I talk like this some more, time will probably freeze. It's very important you embrace this seemingly crazy style I debase, because once again, this is not a Saturn channel, which is structured and makes sense. This is a Neptune channel that is nonsensical at its best. Feel and vibe with me. If you believe in the vibes, you can get high and see. I am squaring Jupiter. I guess you didn't know Poseidon and Zeus had a bet about who really had it like that. One thought it was the sky, the other thought it was the ocean. Zeus thinks he's the shit, but he's never tasted my potion. You Sagittariuses are cool and all, but you're nowhere near as cool as Pisces. And we're finally going to end our beef once and for all. And who shall win, we might see. The peace dealer, please provide context on it, Neptune. So for those of you who aren't aware, Sagittarius and Pisces have been beefing for the longest. Don't worry, it's pre your existence. They've been beefing ever since perception even became a thing. Because you have to understand, if you want to see this beef, it works. You can see this evidence through any Pisces and Sagittarius. They're soulmates for this reason. Okay. It's not really like I hate you beef, because they're really cool together. I mean, Pisces understands Sagittarius unlike any other side, but it's a beef. And you see it anytime they argue with each other. So put simply, Sagittarius thinks it's the best zodiac sign. And you know what? It is. I'm biased. I'm a Gemini. But Pisces is like, Sag, you are the best, just not better than me. Now, this is not an ego thing. because Sagittarius and Leo have an ego thing where it's like, Leo, you're so cute, but I'm way more fire than you. And then Leo hits Sagittarius with the hearty laugh, like, are you more fire than me? Maybe sometimes. Aries is doing its own thing. Aries believes it's better than the other two. But Pisces and Sagittarius, their beef goes way back to the beginning of existence. Yes, I'm talking about the chicken and the egg, because Pisces is like, well, before you saw, I felt it. And Sag is like, no shit, I saw before you felt. I said, let there be light, the creator. Okay, all right. And then Pisces is just like, but I can do what you do way better. I don't even have to do it. I can let other people do it for me. And so you have Poseidon that's just like, yo, Zeus, I'm not going to lie, like, you cold. Yeah, I know you think you're God of the gods, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm Pisces, so I'm not really going to be that thirsty for attention. So I kind of let you have the spotlight, but I hope you know I'm colder. If the ocean ever went to war with the sky, like, you know what I'm saying? This is not going down. And Zeus is like, oh word, oh word, oh word. Is that so? Hey yo, Athena, Hera, come here, this motherfucker talking shit. What did you say? What did you say? You think you're so lit just because you rule the sea? Just because you rule dreams? Don't make me call Hades. I don't know why, but it kind of rubs Zeus off the wrong way. Zeus doesn't like to debate its position as Lord of Lords. And, you know, when freaking Poseidon started talking a little bit of shit, it is what it is. So just listen to a Pisces and listen to a Sag. The Pisces is going to be like, Sag, I know you see it, but you don't understand it the right way. And Sag is like, no, you're just feeling it a little too deeply. You need the clear perspective. I'm just letting you know. Okay, so now they're squaring, and this is important because Neptune towards Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius is like, no, Neptune, you gonna be in Sagittarius in the 1980s. Come up for the smoke. It's a wrap. What's up? But if you remember, Jupiter went through Pisces. Poseidon's like, no, it's all good. You gonna be in Pisces 2010, talking all that shit, Jupiter. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, so, you know, they went in their perspective signs. Neptune was in Sagittarius. Neptune was like, okay, Sag, I see you. All right. And you know this, if you have Neptune in Sagittarius in your zodiac chart, you know, because like you just see into the truth of everything. Like someone could be lying to you and then like a thought bubble will come up and be like, this nigga lying. Or like you can like see something and then people with, this is facts. People with Neptune and Sagittarius can literally see behind the image being showed into the meaning. It's a superpower. And then, you know, Jupiter went through Pisces later in 2011 and Jupiter's like, oh, you've been keeping secrets. Oh, what? All right, Poseidon, I see you still ain't touching me. I see you though. I get it. Now I see why you're talking this shit. Oh my goodness. So, you know, this is evidenced by people who have Jupiter and Pisces. Jupiter and Pisces is just supreme intuition. You just see into the ultimate understanding. And people who have Jupiter and Pisces can literally know what you had for breakfast in the morning, but not even really know why. It just came to me. I just felt that you ate chicken Caesar for some reason. And now you're looking at them like they stalked you. But it is what it is. Now, Neptune, because see, when Neptune was in Sag, Jupiter wasn't in Sag. And when Jupiter was in Pisces, Neptune was like in Aquarius, to be honest. Neptune wasn't even back in Pisces. So now Neptune's back in Pisces and Jupiter is back in Sagittarius. Do you understand the magical wars that you're being prepared for? Like some of you are making new friends with people who are about to be your like sworn enemies. And it's not even you. Like you're getting prepared for a dynamic where like energies fight through you. Like you can have a very humble, honest conversation with someone 2020 about the weather, but both of your moon signs are like duking it out. And like there's car accidents that happen around you and things falling around. And both of you are just painfully oblivious. Like, wow, it's just cold outside. Meanwhile, your moon sides are like attacking each other heavy. And some of you are feeling it already. All right. And the guy will take over, the peace dealer. This is a Neptune transit with your talkative ass. I just told you to provide context about the beef with Zeus and his ass. And so let me tell you, gravity doesn't exist when I mind spell you. Let me give you higher level metaphysics. I am retrograding, trining the North Node exquisite. Your fate and destiny of how you feel into your power can shift considerably if you remember the world is ours. Because what is gravity but your own perception that it exists? The only reason that you believe in gravity is because you feel it's legit. You have no other way of knowing other than hearsay from scientists and scripts. And thus it is important to establish the dominance of illusions. I am the reason you hallucinate your reality, as you don't see everything the way it truly is. Your senses only extend so far, but my intuitive knowledge is everything that exists past Mars. Who wants to know secrets of how I channel his essence? I could be a fraud or a charlatan, claiming that I am sloppily channeling Neptune, but I am truly Neptune channeling through the peace dealer, because I have surrendered my soul to allow myself to flow from the heart. Get this. So you should know. Are you ready for Magic Wars? 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 Magic Wars. I am the original Disney princess. I am the reason that Disney made Disney. I'm the reason that you're here. For everything started with a thought devoid of fear. Are you ready for Magic Wars? Are you ready for Magic Wars? Do you know your perception is being fought over miraculously? Do you let yourself lose to the battle? Do you let yourself win? Do you let yourself think? Do you let yourself sin? Do you think that sin is a vehicle that makes you unworthy of love? My love is unconditional, and comes from above. What do you believe? What do you think? What is your behavior? Did you blink? Because then you missed my magic that moves faster than attoseconds, because I am a divine, invisible, galactic entity that is so influences everything that you go through that you may not even know the reason why you dreamed that dream was deeper for your subconscious than for your conscious mind to think that it had to know the reason of why. You don't need to get high. You don't need to drink alcohol. Though if you drink alcohol, those spirits will help you tap into me more. You don't need to do drugs. You just need to believe in love. Why are you afraid of being cringy? Why are you afraid of being awkward? Don't you know when you restrict yourself in a conceptual norm and status quo, you don't tap into my divine energy to know? This is important. You're being prepared for a magical war of perception that is in store. Your thoughts shall be contraband, as your intent is made more powerful to act on and play with. I hope you understand. Reality is makeshift. Make believe as fake blimps. And if you believe, you can take chimps out of nothing and create them. My brother Zeus, we hate them. But we love them too, because hate is just an umbrella of do. It's important for you to believe in your heart. A dream is a wish you make with your heart. Your heart makes that so cute. It's important for you to believe in your heart, because if you believe in your heart, you can fart. And if you fart, then toxic, noxious fumes that come out in a gas will have all the divine mysteries that come from your nyash. Why do you think Neptune is a gas? I am a gas planet, and when you excrement my sacred divine wisdom, you get more to manage. Do you believe in miracles? Do you believe in magic? The peace dealer has been talking about supernatural power. Well, my retrograde is going to give you supernatural magic. The magic to believe that you have it. The magic to believe that everything is not what it seems and is tragic. The magic to make imagination real. If you still don't believe, let Jupiter squaring me instill the belief you need to make you for real believe. And if you believe, you can achieve. There is a reason you're watching me maniacally sing like a dumbass in front of this camera for you. To remind you that you don't have to make the most sense but still be true. To remind you that you can channel my essence if only you believe. And this whole video is a ritual with magical energy you must receive. If you believe in magic, then after this video, you will initiate an understanding of how to prepare you for war. I want you to comment a fire sign emoji if you've already experienced budding psychic ability come from your body and pores. This is not just a joke. This is a channeling session. And I will channel some more. For truth to be my confession, there is a reason you are developing greater awareness of psychological manipulation from parasites. Not just coincidence, it's divine timing. I'm the divine part of timing with how I'm rhyming. It's very important you understand these gifts are for your benefit, because if you are negligent, dark forces will possess human bodies and make you forget the shit you have learned for your divine coming imminent. It is a war outside to make you distracted on that which does not matter. But when you are connected with heaven, then fear only evokes laughter. That's real. That's a bar. Please hold that in your heart. It's very important I say it like this because if I were to honestly break down the mechanics of supernatural magic, that this retrograde will literally allow you to take an idea, imagine it, make it happen instantly, and use it to fend off dark forces that want to mold your perception to make you believe you are less than you are. Well, I would just look like a total tool. And I would rather sing and look like a crazy tool instead, because there is magic in making up melodies in your head. Because there is magic in letting your heart do the talking instead. Shoop, shoop-a-doop, shoop-a-doop, shoop-a-doop-a-doop-a, shoop, shoop-a-doop, shoop-a-doop, shoop-a-doop-a-doop-a. Mercury is retrograde too. It's important as you reevaluate what reality feels like. I will make casualty of all your limiting beliefs, like you don't have to doubt yourself. Someone just disliked my wealth. You can dislike this video all you want. I'm still gonna flaunt my singing ability, my shifting reality. If you vibing and flowing with me, you'll understand that Neptune is me. And when I say me, did you think the peace dealer, or did you know I meant the singular? I am presence. We can never be peasants. Royalty is foible to me, and I'm just gonna get it in. It's important that you know there is no such thing as sin. And as you fight these magic wars, limitations on your consciousness will arise. And that is when you should channel my divine energy to expose the lies. Really quick though, I I don't know how to explain this, but I very realistically can break down the transits of, I think some of you were watching this transit talk like, okay, can the peace dealer get serious? I really want to know what Neptune retrograde means. I can break this transit down I can do both. I can break this transit down very methodically and talk about the grand water trine that we're having tomorrow with Scorpio and the North Node, and why you have to have integrity with what you believe, because this whole Neptune retrograde is about walking your talk and taking very hard to swallow concepts of spirituality like faith, like the existence of other spirits, and actually integrating your reality. Now, the reason why I'm not going to do this is because that is a waste of time. Like, if you really want to understand what this Neptune retrograde transit is all about, then rock along with me and sing it with your mouth. Don't worry about the details. The devil is there. Worry about nothing, and you'll just care about the air, about the fire, about the water, about the liars, about the sires, about whatever's happening, because I'm sowing from my heart and it makes me want to sing. Some people want the details, like what's going to happen and when, but all I'm telling you to do this transit is make a friend. Literally, seriously, forever. Sometimes you don't know the answers, you just have to act clever. Sometimes you have to escape with a cape, just so you can know a version of you that's great. And when you escape into me and you imagine what can be, and then and only then will you see the true meaning of what it means to be free. Or you can be like Captain Marvel, a Kree. And it doesn't matter who you are. It matters how you are. That's what lets you go far. Saturn will make you serious, but I can show you the worlds. I stole that line from Lily Moonshine. In another dimension, she's my girl. In this dimension, you're all my world. But I am a planet myself. I'm next to Pluto and I'm next to Uranus, and I hide myself with great stealth. The theory, or not theory, but non-locality of atoms means that we connect even though we are not in the same place. So when you develop your magical awareness through belief and imagination, then please make haste, because you have divine weaponry to make. Beloved, what are you waiting for? You have power mechanics, systems, and imagination that you can utilize, that you know twice as well. You are the authority of your own magic spells. If you believe, then it will serve you well. There are people casting spells at you right now. But if you believe that you are powerful, they turn into white gowns. And as perception battles perception and invades your ability to have sound reflection, It is your belief in your own self that will get you through with protection. Neptune, that I am, will retrograde until the 28th of November. So until then, I will give you something important to remember. Magic is real. Magic is great. If you believe in magic, then tonight you will cross the gate. There is a gateway of magic that we are crossing right now. It is no coincidence that the sun is conjunct the North Node and opposite Saturn right now. You must vibrate at the right frequency to change everything you believe. And as such, there is a decision, one that you can only make unless you listen. When I decided to institute magic for the masses, I realized that one must be pure of heart and initiated and take classes. Because if anyone can access supernatural magic, then evil people will use it to do evil things. Look at the evil that's happening with muggles already. We don't need evil wizards like Harold and Freddy. And so this is a decision to test. Saturn is all about testing. To test whether you will walk through the magical gate of destiny. Those who walk through the magical gate of destiny will harness infinity and eternity. And everything that you intend will have unlimited chakra. Those who fail the test will have to be tested later in 2023. Because when we talk about magic, you better be pure or you ain't for me. And I am not just bringing this out of my buttocks. I really am talking about supernatural power that can bring your luck up and that you can learn to harness over the next 6 months. Because if you walk through this gate, and some of you walked through this gate earlier before you watch this, and if you did, you're a super legend and you must email me because we need to talk. And I don't mean email the piece deal, I mean email Neptune. You will gain magical abilities. Let's say that you have been trained to use your intuition to divine epiphanies. Well, now this will be enhanced with magical ability to see more clearly. If you have the ability to discern information, well, you'll have the magical truth of sight so that it ensures no faking. Those of you with the ability to see clairvoyantly will be able to master that gift of sight and see into eternity infinitely. I want you to imagine walking through a gate of truth where you see everything as real in the proof. This is an initiation, and if you are chosen, you will be granted magical ability to open the secrets of your heart. Just by listening to this voice, this initiation already starts. Some people will fail because they don't believe in magic as well. So they think that I am just a stupid idiot singing and trolling and joking and not really making a point. But if you know that this is really an initiation, then you will see that I am a stupid idiot singing and not making a point. But that's the point. And if you believe, then what you will achieve will allow you to navigate through this test tonight with ease. Do you believe that you can walk into any experience you desire? Because if you do, that means you believe in fire. And if you believe in fire, then these magical wars will take you higher. Over the next 4 to 5 months, you will integrate these new abilities that you have manifested the past 6 months ago with agility. We are finally at the nexus point And hold on, peace dealer taking over. We are finally at the nexus point, literally right now. I think I have to show this to you because Neptune said it before. But it's good for you to get like a visual and like, look, dudes. Oh, this is actually getting small. I didn't know that's how that works. Look, dudes, we have Saturn opposite Saturn and the sun, and even 22°0 Pluto. I don't know how best to explain this. Coming off of a sextile with Venus, Uranus, and a square, this North Nodal conjunction across Saturn is not as fair, and wants you to know that deep inside your soul is a magical layer that you can corporally take your body to and understand the mysteries of the universe super clear. We know this is true because you have proven so far in your life that you can sit with yourself and intuitively pull information and access aspects of yourself that connect you further into the divine. Every single person watching this has done this. You either acknowledge you've done this or you're still in denial, and you attribute your own magical ability to coincidence. That's cute. It's okay. Everyone's at a different space in their process. Every single person watching me right now has done at least 5 things that have denoted, wow, I'm super psychic. I had no idea I was this psychic. And if that is true, I want you to comment an exclamation mark. This is very important because where we're headed to next is going to have you seriously question whether you truly believe in certain principles that are sci-fi. Do you believe, this is where I'm gonna get serious, do you believe that somebody can walk up to you, read your mind, know what you're about to say, and then use that information to sell you something because they invaded your sacred space, use their telepathic powers to predict what you're going to say and make you believe that there's some kind of guru? If you don't believe this, you're going to be finessed by people who have mastered their psychic abilities. Do you believe that a Pisces sun can walk up to you and make chapstick magically appear in their hands? Or they can walk up to you and you might have seen the billboard say fish, but then you talk to them, and while you're talking to them, they wave their hand, and now the billboard says like gizzard. And you're saying, didn't that say fish? And now they're gaslighting your whole existence. Pisces do this all the time because they're bored and they have nothing else to do. So really keep this in mind. You don't have to believe me because I'm giving you super sci-fi extreme examples. I want to give you the most extreme examples ever so that you'll be like, no, that's not real. Just so you, because once Neptune goes direct, my friends, once Neptune goes direct, we're moving forward with hyper supernatural magical ability. All right. Think about how the new Harry Potter game came out that replaces Pokemon Go. There's a budding new generation of Pluto Sages and Pluto Capricorns that anyone who's like born after 2008 especially already has super psychic ability. They're already telling their parents about how they're from this planet, and it's really just an expression of their imagination. They're very imaginative, but there's wisdom in it. So get this. When Neptune goes direct, it's not a coincidence that Neptune's going to go direct in Sagittarius season. So we left the portal out of Gemini in the Cancer season to unlock our supernatural power. And then we're going to go through Virgo season and we're going to practice it. Leo season is going to come like, holy shit, I just moved this lighter with my mind. So this is going to come at the end of Cancer season. And Leo's going to be like, oh my God, And then Virgo is going to be like, okay, how can I practically practice this power to where I'm not just randomly moving lighters with my mind, but I can open the door with it. I can brush my teeth with it. I can integrate it into my lifestyle. And then we're going to go into Libra season. And it's like, okay, I've mastered my own magical ability. Who am I going to do this magical power stuff with? Who am I going to be a super powerful person with? And then we're going to go into Scorpio season, and that's going to transform your whole understanding of these abilities, because you're going to learn them at the core of your very being. And then we're going to go into Sagittarius, and then Jupiter in Sagittarius is going to move into Capricorn, is going to show you what you didn't even think was possibly seen before. And that's when Neptune goes direct. Bam! Magic Wars! Oh my God! We're casting spells! Oh! 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 Faraga! 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 Oh! 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 Are you ready? Are you ready? Like, I don't think a lot of people can handle that. I don't think a lot of people can handle that. You're literally going to be having a conversation with somebody, and then your Cancer friend is going to be like, do you feel that person sending vibes from across the room? They want it from me. All right, hold space. I'm going to summon Neptune real quick. I'm going to say a prayer. Hold space and defend me. I swear to God. Because why? Guild Wars is next year. We're wrapping up Divine RPG 2. Divine RPG 3 starts next year. Guild Wars starts next year. Where people who've mastered their powers are going to now form guilds, and then we're bringing it to your front door. 2021 is not far from now, where you can have a whole group of people come to your front door and give you the smoke. So you have less than 6 months to master your psychic ability. And let me tell you why this is a magic war. Because people don't believe in their own magical powers more. Because people believe that they are actually poor. Because people believe that their whole life is a bore. Shout to Rainbow, about to be in the psychic gym training like Rocky. So some of you are going to be the ones who see magical wands having a fight off, and you're just going to pull like a 44 and shoot both people in the head because it's practical instead. But take my extreme examples and take them to your head and to your heart. This video is an initiation and a trigger deep into your subconscious to start. That's why I'm singing these heavenly melodies to your heart, so they activate what will start the fart in your mind that will take you to the divine. And after this, if you are chosen, you will walk through a magical door, unspoken. It'll take you to a magical realm within you, and you will unlock all the power in the world to get through your destiny, your challenges, and your lessons. Magic is divine. Supernatural magic power is activating, unlocking, and manifesting now. That is my confession. Mic drop. We are done. Congratulations, Neptune. That was amazing. That was amazing. If you ever take over my vessel and sing for a straight hour again, we gonna have some problems. Okay? I don't play that. But you helped me be more in my heart than I've ever been. So thank you. You heard Neptune. Magic Wars prep. I had a totally different idea. Like, I wanted to break down Magic Wars for you, but Neptune was like, no, young Padawan, I'm just gonna sing because people need to feel me more than intellectually understand me. So that's all I really have to say. I'm going to start the live readings now. I'm actually gonna get my oracle cards. Before I do live readings though, I'm going to pull cards for all of you. I'm going to pull 4 different cards, okay, instead of for the zodiac sign, so everyone can get a free card. Okay. Now, I really did channel Neptune's essence. Neptune is conjunct my moon in Capricorn, so I was trolling a lot, but you know, some of you could really feel I was channeling its essence. When I say you're going to walk through a door, please understand the sun is conjunct 17 degrees, the North Node. This is a decision. 8 degrees. 17 is numerology 8. Okay. Before I continue, if you would like a tarot card or oracle card draw, and a specific question based on your chart with your sun, moon, and rising, you can get a live reading. Or if you would just like a specific question based on your chart, we could do that too. But other than that, 17 degrees is I love, I sense. You are psychic. Please, I feel like I have to say this deeply in my soul because some of you are blocked. Please comment in an exclamation mark emoji if you feel deeply that there is like untapped, I mean, superpowers. Like it's hard to speak on because you're having to do the impossible. And you're a lot of you are having existential crises because it's like, why am I doing it this way when there's another way I know I can do, but I just don't know I can do it? And that's because you can do it. And that's because you don't have to know how. The Neptune is not in Virgo. Neptune is in Pisces. Goddess on Fire said deeply, please, I need you to understand this moment is the moment you've been waiting for your whole life. Saturn opposite the sun is a decision that you must make, okay? Saturn opposite the sun is a checkpoint. The Saturn in tarot is the world card. Saturn in the tarot is the world card. And the world card is completion, liberation through freedom, and success when you rid yourself of all karmic attachments. And so the opposition of this in Cancer on the North Node literally means that Saturn on the South Node in Capricorn is unlocking your greatest power, and Pluto 22 degrees breakthrough 4 is literally awakening it. Your power is being unlocked from its constraints, then it's being awakened, and all that energy is being funneled on the North Node, and the sun is literally giving you an awareness of it. And what does 8 mean? You have to love what you sense about your power, what you intuitively sense about your power, to the degree where you actually decide that this is not just some sci-fi in your mind. And the reason why you need to incorporate the supernatural and the mythological and like the flying spaghetti monster is because Neptune is trining this in Pisces. Now, there are certain schools and methods of astrological interpretation that does not see Neptune in Pisces as magical as this. And I'm not going to say that they're wrong. I'm technically supposed to tell you that such perception is evidence of Neptune in the way in which it can give illusions, and you want to aid your imagination to give more realistic solutions to your problems. So this unlocking of your greatness helps you break through more realistically. But I'm the peace dealer, y'all. And I'm trying to let you know that you are unlocking generations worth of suppressed magical and supernatural energy. You're not going crazy. Power deep within you is welling up that over the next 6 months, Neptune in retrograde, you're going to learn how and what to do with it. Divine Moon Mermaid, please go to the description box below. If any of you want a live reading, I got you. So trust me when I say some of you, and I really feel like if you have already walked through a door beforehand, comment a fire sign emoji. Some of you have already had an initiation. For example, you've seen a synchronicity that has tied you to either another person or location to where you're now receiving insight about someone that you shouldn't know, and it should just be them. If you have ever had an experience that has connected you with someone or something here, for example, I had such an experience recently. Okay. Tell me if this is a coincidence. I did a ritual with someone from a distance who was a Sagittarius sun and a Pisces moon. Now, if you don't believe this, I understand. If you think that I'm making this up, I understand. Because I live this magic life though. So this isn't even surprising to me. Pisces know what's up, Gemini knows what's up. So I did a ritual with the Sagittarius sun and a Pisces moon. This individual wasn't with me, but I thought of this person and I connected with their energy. Okay. As soon as I finished the ritual, the Snapple apple that I open in my fridge that I bought way before I did the ritual, on the Snapple fact, it says the archer fish is able to shoot something like Sophie. I didn't pay attention to the rest because I couldn't believe, I almost dropped my Snapple. It was like confirmation of my ritual, the archer fish. And I did a ritual about a Sag with a Pisces moon. I literally felt like my whole reality was being trolled. Okay. Now, I am willing to bet that each and every single one of you have had an experience even greater than that at least 5 times in the past month. Comment a fire sign emoji if you've experienced something like that. If you experienced something like that, do you now see, all right, the trolls are here. Do you now see how that is perceptual? Moderators, help me. The trolls are here. Okay. Do you now see how an example like this is perceptual? This, if you've seen that, you're chosen. Okay. If you've seen that and acknowledged it, that was a sign from the universe saying, hey, you're in. Do you see how that's Sagittarius, Jupiter, square Neptune, Pisces, where now your perception is overlapping someone else or something else? That is evidence. If you if you saw that, that means you have supernatural power. Let me tell you why. There's some people who the universe is showing it, but they're not paying attention. So if you have seen it, congratulations, my friends. This is a good test that after this broadcast, you are going to be chosen. Now, how many of you have seen The Magicians? Or how many of you have seen Shazam? Or how many of you have seen Harry Potter? What are very important facets of programs like this? You take people who are in a real realm, and then out of nowhere, they're taken to a whole nother land, and they're wondering, wow, how is my experience and perception of this realer than what I thought was real? This is so important, beloveds, because if you think philosophically, how do you know that your brain is not on a vat somewhere? How do you know that your brain is not existing on a vat somewhere simulating your reality? How do you know that you haven't already died and you're not just experiencing the last moments of your life? When I took philosophy in University of Texas, that was one of the questions that we had to answer. We had to learn different philosophical postulates and different philosophies to explain. So how can you argue out the fact that you don't know? And even after the class, you couldn't really argue that you're not just the vat. You constitute your experience because of your 5 senses. And there's other mystical properties like soul that science is slowly starting to accept, not really, that will now make sense of this. But for those of you who are connected to your moon signs, you are about to have that Shazam moment where you just get magically taken to a realm that is with you. This is why you're being led to watch shows like Stranger Things, other such sci-fi shows to stimulate your imagination. Okay? I'm not saying that this is going to happen to you. I'm saying this is definitely going to happen to you, but you need to be receptive and open to believe, because belief is the doorway. in order for you to step into these magical experiences. Even if you doubt at some level, I need to let you know right now that the sun is conjunct the North Node, and your destiny is being defined opposite Saturn, which is literally deciding where you're headed with your through your own actions. Every action that you're taking is so important. Is literally unlocking supernatural power within you. So does it make sense how everything before this point was meant to awaken and prepare your powers to come through, and everything after this point is now where you're going to see and experience, and most importantly, because it's a Cancer, feel your energy signature and your power from the core of your soul literally express itself as it establishes itself in your heart through Leo and now tangibly manifests through Virgo. I hope you're jumping up and down with joy, because I know you've seen synchronicities even before this transit talk, because you're getting prepared on multiple levels. So if you believe that you can walk through a magical door into your soul and access your untapped power, then get ready, because it's going to come through a symbol. And this is going to begin the preparation for you to navigate between this imaginative realm versus this real realm. Soon you'll realize that they're both real, okay? But you're going to learn a different way of how to access different realms of existence, because Jupiter is squaring Neptune, changing your perception of how to integrate magic, preparing you for when Neptune goes direct, and you're going to have to take these magical abilities that you're going to start to learn from Virgo season into Sag to kick people's ass. You have to understand this already happens unconsciously. So galactically, humanity is coming to a place where now they can be more conscious of this. Now Pisces and Cancers don't have to be gaslighted, because even the Virgos are going to be like, wow, guess what I experienced? All right, so woo, this is going to be lit. This is going to be legit. Some of you might really just experience enhanced energy. Maybe you don't have like superpowers of levitation, but you find you have more energy. You find that you're able to stay up longer, you wake up earlier, and you just have enhanced passion and drive for life. That is at a basic level what's going to happen to everyone. The purpose of this is to take this directly to your trauma and anxiety and beat that motherfucker up and rise in victory, okay? Because you are more than just a depressed individual. You are divine beings. Some of you are celestial beings. Some of you are beings that come from fire. Some of you are beings that come from the essence of purity and water, basically divine. Okay, so I need to say this one more time. This Neptune retrograde video was an initiation, and you either went with the, like, it's literally that simple. Yes, it's literally that simple, folks. It's like if you watch this video and I was just singing to you, and you're like, well, what's your point? You're not gonna get it. If you didn't care and you just went with the flow, and it's like, oh, the peace dealer, yay, and you're just kind of going with the flow, and you were like vibing, and you weren't trying to figure it out, and you were just kind of having fun, and you were just, like a child. Because what does the Bible say? In order to enter the kingdom of heaven, you have to have the heart of a child. So if you did that, you're straight. You're good. You'll be able to make it through. That means you have the wherewithal to let things go to the universe and just be in the moment and just vibe. You need to be able to vibe. You can't be out here trying to figure everything out, because this is going to add to your anxiety, and you're going to block miracles that will happen through you. Okay. Shout out to Colby. It felt like light language. This was an experience for me too. This opened my heart. So thank you guys for holding space. Now we do have the star card. The star card is saying that you are going to be given magical gifts. It's spiritual gifts, but really magical gifts that came out Freudian, especially with the Ace of Swords, that is going to prepare a great epiphany for you moving forward in an effort for you magically to see things as they are. Okay, so I'm going to pull 4 different cards for the elements. They're all going to apply to you. Some of you are more fire dominant. So if you have more fire energy in your chart, the fire one will be the most accurate. But even if you have no water, you still have a water elemental as a part of you. So I'm going to give you messages from the elementals because we're bringing it back. It's a magical gift of sex cams. Earth. The earth elemental message is the devil card. This is Capricorn. And we have the hangman. So there's a born again, there's a rebirth that's occurring. You're having to surrender and release addictions, and you're having to surrender and release to your dark side. Listen here, this is going to be very unorthodox. You're having to surrender and release not your dark side, because when you surrender and release what you think is your dark side, you are rejecting an essence of yourself. Surrender and release to the wisdom of your darkness so that as it shows itself, you can now control and align these impulses. So I'm not saying to surrender to your bad habits. I'm saying to surrender to that darker shadow energy and understand it for what it is instead of judging it. Okay. So this hangman energy is literally Neptune. And it's saying that it's the card of prophetic power. And it's saying that you're going to have a transformation of your personality. This Neptune retrograde will help transform your personality by integrating the personality of your shadow into who you are. And as such, you're going to inherit the shadow side of your power. So fire. Being that it was the earth elemental, you're going to see this expressed forth through your finances and your material reality. But with the devil here, prepare to look the dark side in the face, because some of you are going to actually like, ooh, I pulled 2 different cards. So I got the high priestess, right? The fire, we have the soulmate card, the 6 of cups, but I pulled 2 out, and that's the high priestess and the lovers. Fire, we have a spiritual connection. Are you acknowledging a spiritual connection or not? Because if you need confirmation that it exists, you are connecting with someone real time. They are feeling your feelings and thoughts. You are feeling their feelings and thoughts. And this is a pure soulmate connection, fire. So for those of you connecting with your body, earth, you have to surrender to your shadow. For those of you connecting with your heart, you want to connect with your soulmate, because this is a real thing, okay? And this Neptune retrograde is going to reveal all the secrets of this spiritual connection, this spiritual romantic connection that you have with your soulmate, all right? And this looks like it may be past life connection too, but this is someone with which you have a pure connection with. If you're not aware of them, you are going to be aware of them moving forward. Pay attention to the synchronicities, because these are more than synchronicities. Both of you are actually manifesting these for each other. So keep that in mind, because there's a much more esoteric sense of this that's going to open up. Now, the 6 of cups is very much so a pure, innocent connection. So it doesn't have to be romantic, but I know it's going to be romantic. And if you personally haven't met a soulmate yet, you're going to this transit, okay? Some of you are playing games with yourself. You're saying you haven't met your soulmate, but you just don't want to believe in the synchronicities because you're afraid. Because you're afraid of what other people would think. You don't want to come off as crazy. And your spirit guides are, don't listen to them, peace dealer. We've shown them the signs. But they keep on looking at the surface. They're not tapping into their heart. So tap into this connection with your heart. Sing to your soulmate. Have fun, really feel them like it's psychic. And if you haven't, you don't have to make it up. So keep that in mind. I'm going to do water next. And before I do water, oh shit. Before I do water, I'm going to get my oracle card. Jessica Swapshire. Ow! Jessica Swapshire. I got your payment. So you're gonna be first, Jessica, and I'm gonna use Rumi. Whenever I pull out Rumi, it's going down. I'm gonna read from the book too. So that's the Oracle card deck that I'm going to be pulling from. Listen, y'all. Sacred convergence is one thing, but let me tell you what this transit is doing. The impossible made possible. If you think that it's impossible to manipulate gravitational pull around you and fly, then I hate to break it to you. You need to learn about magic. You need to learn about belief. Okay? I have a special message before I finish the elements. I want you to comment a fire sign emoji if you have done at least one thing that has proven to you you have supernatural power. Because it's different. It's different if you believe it and you haven't proven it to yourself first versus if you have. I have many times. The work that I've done, it's impossible for me not to. I've read tarot cards for people that have manifested and had testimonials of people say that I've known stuff I shouldn't have known. I have set intentions that have come true. I've talked to Jupiter and asked for money, and I got the exact dollar amount. That's basic level manifestation. I had walked upstairs with the intent to manifest lightning, and I snapped my fingers, and as soon as my fingers snapped, the lightning struck, okay? You could say that's being crazy, but I have manifested many, 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 many experiences that let me know I do have power. And I still doubt because I'm dumb like that. But if you have, moving forward, this is your decision. The sun is on the north node. You must decide, do you truly believe that you have superpowers? In fact, do you truly believe you can fly? In fact, do you truly believe that you right now can walk into a whole nother realm of existence and experience a magical reality? If you believe that, congratulations. If you don't believe that, don't fake it. And it's very great that you're honest with yourself that you don't believe that. It's good if you don't and you're honest, because there are different cycles for this. If you don't make it this cycle, you will make it the next eclipse cycle or the next gateway, which is going to make it real for everyone, August 1st, when we have Sun, Moon, Venus, Mars, Mercury in Virgo opposite Neptune. And that full moon too. That's going to make you believe in magic if you don't. So just letting you know, if you believe, if you decide that you're ready to, because up until this point, the universe had to give you low tier magic. The universe, the synchronicities that you've been seeing, the universe is like, that's nothing. That's light. That's light. It was like Tay-Rock. That's light. That's light. That's light. Everything moving forward, Saturn and Pluto is at the 20 degrees. Like, you're going to see powerful signs that knock you off your chair. And you need to have belief in what you can do as a prerequisite so that what happens next will make sense. As soon as this broadcast is over, you're going to have paranormal experience after paranormal experience after paranormal experience. So are you going to be afraid of it? Or are you going to be like, I rock with my spirit guides. Ain't no paranormal experience going to make me afraid when I'm ruled with love. So other than that, water. As far as how to do this, don't worry about how. Neptune and Pisces just wants you to believe. That's it. That's it. Just believe that it's possible, and that will hold space for the door to open. Thank you, Chris. And thank you, Melanie. Jessica, and then Melanie, and then Chris. Okay. So water. Yep. So I pulled the same card. I pulled this card before I went on the interlude, but I was like, no, I got to shuffle again. And I pulled it again. So heart, we got the soulmate card. For water, your soul and your feelings, we got the mutual love card. So the fact that we have the Two of Cups and the Six of Cups is talking about you during this retrograde forming a powerful relationship. Some of you are going to connect with your soulmates, your twin flames, your sacred partners. Okay. It looks like this is going to happen rather suddenly, but we are talking about mutual romantic love. Some of you watching this are already in relationships. So you're going to find that these relationships with these people actually grow deeper. They actually grow more authentic, and you're going to go to a deeper stage. If you are single, I need you to understand you may not be single much longer. And if this doesn't manifest as a romantic relationship, then you're going to manifest a deeper connection with a good friend of yours where you're going to realize, wow, we connect much deeper, or we're more telepathic. So this can take place in a platonic setting. But I'm letting you know this is a very deep, romantic bond of love with a pure soulmate that you're going to be connecting with. Wax and Wayne said, what if you're 50-50 water fire? It doesn't matter if you're 0% water fire. It's still all the elements apply to you. So I hope when you're listening to the elements, you know all of these apply. The earth applies to your body. The fire applies to your heart. The water applies to your soul. And we have the 10 of Wands. So this is saying that, yeah, you're going to connect with someone, but it's going to be a whole full-time job. When you do a relationship right, it is a whole full-time job. So I'm just letting you know there's a lot of burden. There's shared responsibility that you and this person are going to come into. Similar to probably like giving birth to a child and having to like be responsible, or both of you may create a project that actually requires a lot more work than expected. So keep that in mind. That's what we have for water. For fire, we have a very passionate soulmate connection that's innocent and that's playful. And for your soul, water, we have a mutual love with respect and like actual mutual love. Okay. And air, finally. Alyssa Brown, you got to kick some people in the nuts. You got to stop playing it fair, and you got to, kick some people in the nuts. So air, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Empress Daisy, if you I don't think you've been on my Patreon page, but I changed that mid-June. Actually, I stopped doing Patreon. June was the last month of Patreon priority. Now I just do a special peace package now. But other than that, we have the Knight of Pentacles air. Capricorn is earth. We have the Knight of Pentacles, and it comes with the Death card. Do you see the gradient, right? We have something that's grounded and consistent, and it's transforming. So this is kind of like an emissary of death coming through. Your mind, mentally, you're going to be transforming the behavior that regards how you do work. And this is basically saying you're going to start working smarter, okay? For some of you, this is actually an individual that's going to bring great transformation into your material world or just your life, especially when it comes to financial management. So find ways to apply your mind when it comes to banking and getting that cake. Okay. So I hope none of you are doing like one element. Each element applies to you. It doesn't matter if you're a dominant element or not. You have a brain, you have a soul, you have a heart, and you have a body. So you have all four elements. Okay. So I'm going to pull one more card before I get into the live readings. I'm surrounded by earth signs. Woo. Wow. Beyond death, y'all. Life, the number one card. So this is basically everything that I said about walking through a magical portal. You're going to go beyond this realm, death, and you're going to see true life. You want to look to where Pisces and Sagittarius is in your chart. And some of you divine feminine reps, the divine mother is going to manifest through you. The divine mother is an omni-class entity who channels the 8th dimension. I know this is resonating for some of you, and you're going to have like Dark Phoenix, Lucy type powers because you're a vessel of the divine mother. Not every woman is a vessel of the divine mother because some women choose to be quintessentially just themselves or to harness other masculine energies. Some of you are embodied of the divine mother, and she's going to manifest, like, think Kaguya. If you want homework, think of everything Kaguya from Naruto is available. You'll have that chakra. So other than that, beyond death, life, and it comes with the 2 of Pentacles. You're probably a vessel of her if you're connected to Neptune. Yeah, Neptune. If you have dominant Neptune or Pisces contacts. We have the 2 of Pentacles. When you manifest this infinite power, you need to practice it. So this is going to trigger within all of us a mechanism with which you can physically and practically, literally manifest your energy. Right after, I literally also got the Ace of Pentacles. So let's say you manifest superpowers, and that's the Ace of Pentacles. I'm going to get this card. Then the 2 of Pentacles is the productivity needed to get a business off the ground. So let's say you manifest your superpowers and it's nothing too flashy or abstract. You manifest your superpowers by taking an idea to build a lemonade stand and you make that lemonade stand. That's a superpower. Some people, for some reason, think that that's normal. Some people think it's normal that you in your head thought of making a lemonade stand and then you got the materials needed and you made it happen. No, that's magic. That's manifestation. So the 2 of Pentacles is the productivity that's needed to keep it on the ground because the Ace isn't stable yet until you get to 4. That's why there's 3, teamwork, hiring people, selling out your skills, and then 4, the gains made from teamwork and entrepreneurship and also apprenticeship, learning skills. So the 2 of Pentacles is like creating a business and then instantly freelancing so that you can quickly generate income. You're going to manifest with this opposition your superpower. And this is you, like Peter Parker, constantly swinging through buildings so that, you know, Peter Parker was not a master Spider-Man overnight. So you just need to practice, and just incorporate this into your work and your job. If you manifest supernatural ability of mind reading and just clairvoyance, then take it with you in your job on Monday when you go take care of children in the elementary school you're in, and use the mind reading to be able to tell if these kids are lying or what the principal is going to say. Like, there's going to be super practical implementations of this that will be undeniable. Okay, so now we are going to go into the live readings. April Howell, you already know what it is. Magic is magic is magic. That means that I was talking about you, and you have supernatural abilities of mind reading, clairvoyance, and much more. So first we have Chloe Schwabsire. Please be mindful, because Jupiter is squaring Neptune, you're going to have visual hallucinations. This is going to actually question how you perceive reality. Just like I was able to pull an archer fish that just so happened to time with someone that I pulled, you're going to have experiences. Everyone should watch the show The Magicians. That's your second homework. Leilani nailed it. I am not even finished with the first season. Shout out to my good friend Desiree, who I actually introduced me to that show. She's a 12th house Gemini moon. No surprise. And like, that's going to really be a crash course into where you're headed. In fact, the show Magicians is what's going to kick in as soon as Jupiter's in Cap and Neptune is direct. As soon as Neptune is direct and then Jupiter goes into Cap. So you don't have to believe me, but please watch that show. The first homework is to sing all day. Walk into the grocery store and let your heart play. Even if you don't sing words, you can just hum. You could do 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 do. I'm picking my fries and my popcorn and I'm getting apples, blah, 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 blah. And just literally incorporate that. What is that going to do? It's going to constantly keep you in your heart and you're going to have no choice but to just go with the flow. And the best part is people are going to look at you so weird. People are going to look at you like you're so weird, as if it's weird to sing all day. That's going to be the best part. You're going to have people think that it's not. Oh, wow, I muted myself a whole long time ago. You'll find that, like, once you do that, Neptune will channel through you. And because you are opening your heart to be a vessel to just sing, you may find that some people needed to hear you. Some people actually sing like they can't hear. Some people actually needed to see that and they'll get inspired. Okay, so it's going to require some courage. All right. But if you're up to it, if you want that next level magical experience, oh God. Peace Deal was like, I know I'm not doing that, but I'm about to be in class just like, what's up, y'all? How you doing? No. And everything that someone asks me, I'm just going to answer in singing. Okay. So trust me. Oli said, I'm too shy. And this is what we want to attack. Happy Tree Friends, what is $3.33? Do you think you're slick? You think you can fool me? Like you're smart or something? But yes, you kind of want to let this evoke feelings of insecurity within you. Because if you're insecure about the whole notion of living a musical lifestyle, that's your block. You were trying to donate by commenting the numbers? You think you're slick. Y'all think you slick. All right. Anyway, that's your block. If you cannot freely sing in public like a complete weirdo, you cannot harness supernatural power. Colby, that's genius. That's genius. Sometime before Neptune is retrograde, I will make a video compilation. I will record myself in the store doing this. I'll find someone to record me. La 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 la. And I'll lead by example. Okay. OpenZoob, go to the description box below and you'll be able to see it. And no one is saying that you have to be like, you guys know that person on Instagram that it has the headphones on and he's like singing songs and like he thinks he's singing the stuff, but in his head he's like, I whip my hair back and forth. And everyone's just looking at him like, what a weirdo. That guy gets it. He's supernaturally powerful. That's why he can just do that and get like millions of views on Instagram. It's not that hard. Like, just share your heart. Oh my God. So if you can do that, then you're not going to be blocked. That's the purpose of the first homework, to really arise any blocks within you that make you feel like for some reason you have to be normal. No one is saying you have to sing from the top of your lungs too. If you just maintain a certain rhythm, at the very bare minimum, all you have to do is just genuinely smile. La 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 la. La 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 la. Now you're tapping into Neptune. You're not going to be absorbed by the people. Isn't Neptune like a dream? So you're not going to be absorbed by the people who are watching you. You're not going to be watching. You're just going to be so in your heart. La la la. You're going to be seeing fairies. You're just going to be like, oh, it's just an amazing day. La 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 la. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. And the best part is that some people are going to look at you like you're weird as hell. As if you in your heart singing is weird for some reason. We are in fascinating times. We are in fascinating times. All right. Anyway, Jessica, thank you so very much for valuing me enough to actually purchase this. I want to first and foremost thank you guys, because some people feel like they can't. Some people think it's not worth it. And for you to value me like so, I appreciate that. I lied. Jessica, I said you were first. It's actually April. April Howell, you're first. Okay. Do 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 do. Ooh. So April Howell wants to know, all in a day's work, what is going to happen the second half of the year? Great question. Second half of the year is from Cancer season to Capricorn season. You're a Cancer rising, Libra sun, and Scorpio moon. So the last half of the year is going to fully integrate your super intuitive powers with the way that you magically know how to just figure out people's personal identities. As a fourth house Libra sun, you're able to feel empathically into the people you're with as a Cancer rising, and you know what they're going to think. You know what their character is like. Your Scorpio moon pulls out their secrets. And so now that the eclipse is in the first, Chris, please put a question. You don't have to put a question. I'll just interpret. But please put your sun, moon, and rising. I need you to put your sun and rising. You're going to take this destiny eclipse energy on your rising. It's going to infuse your essence with who you are. And over the next half of this year, you're going to bring the fullness of who you are out towards people. So January of 2020, you're going to be so much more powerful, and you're going to be in a position where you can hold space with the fullness of your character. You're more confident in you. You're bringing out your powers through other people because the South Node is in your seventh house. And as a Libra sun, you're just going to be super social with it. That doesn't mean you'll be extroverted. That just means you'll apply this intuitive understanding in your relationships socially with others. By the way, I forgot to mention the Magic Wars preparation that's going to occur. You're going to learn how to create summon contracts and connect with animal spirits. So for those of you who've watched Naruto, before you can summon an animal where you like draw blood as a sacrifice and you use your blood to bring their life through, okay, which is like Scorpio, Sag, because summoning is Scorpio and Sag, but it could be any sign. You're going to create contracts with beings so that the way you did before, you have to write your name in a scroll and then seal your blood on it. So you're going to create some contracts with mythical beings. Up until this point, you had to awaken your awareness and synchronicities so that when these mythical beings show themselves to you, some of which you've already started to see, they won't scare the bejesus out of you. You're so used to seeing master number sequences now and signs that they can communicate with you or devas a lot easier. You're going to learn to discern the enemy and also fine-tune spiritual techniques and superpowers and prep for this war. And it's going to enable the seers and upgrade clairvoyant language. Because Jupiter is squaring Neptune, those of you who have the gift of sight, you're going to recalibrate what you see and what it actually means. So this is going to really prepare you, okay? Chaos theory, you bugging. All right, so April, we have Sacred Phoenix Heart. Sacred Phoenix Heart, which is interesting because it comes with the Ace of Cups. Okay, so April, we have like the Ace of Cups is awakening intuition. It's basically like superpower awakening through channeling and connecting with spirit and through a new love in some of your cases. Kaizen, I just got you. I just got you. Thank you. It is not too late. Under the cover of blood, love veils many rose gardens. In total faith, love tenderly guides every lover to the garden of the heart. Reason says the world is limited in 6 directions. There is no way out. Love says there is a way. I have traveled it many times. See how it's coming from thin air too? It's magic. How I adore your defiant, rebellious heart. It knows that what for the mind is an end is for the heart simply another match to ignite the sacred flames. It eats of love until it is filled and then becomes hungry again and eats some more. And again and again, it eats of love until it is so full, it must simply explode into a sacred fire of passion. It bursts, incapable of sustaining old consciousness in the expanse of blessings unlimited, lavished upon it through the great beloved's affection. It would be like attempting to fit an ocean in a teacup. So it does not. It bursts forth like a dying star into spectacular radiance, only to be reborn again, new and hungry for the next feeding frenzy in love's great banquet. How I adore your defiant, spectacular heart. This oracle comes with a message for you. You may feel as though you've been wandering in the desert for many years with no oasis in sight. You might have been through darkness, through trials, endured confusion and uncertainty as you sought for your truth, sought divine revelation, and sought your purpose to confirm your plans. Seek no more. The answers are now given or very soon will be. And the life, the passion, the purpose, it will all come to you in clarity. So, April Howell, and for any of you who get the oracle cards, it's a lot to read. So I'm going to show you the card, and I'm gonna read the poem, and I'll give you the sacred honoring ritual. So the sacred honoring ritual is place your hands on your heart and say, this sacred phoenix heart is blessed through every loss and grief, through every loss, every grief and sadness, every morning. This heart grows strong, ready to ignite into new life. Into the dance that this heart grows strong. Oh, let me redo that. This sacred phoenix heart is blessed. Through every loss, every grief and sadness, every morning, this heart grows strong, ready to ignite into new life, into the dance that is not the funeral procession, but the rite of spring. This heart is ready to leap with new life, to be infused with the joy of innocence and the passion of deepest devotion. How I trust my heart to lead me, guided by the inner voice of love. Through all that could possibly be, I am safe. This heart knows the way, and I follow it faithfully now, into the light of a new day. Through sacred grace, so it be. Place your hands in prayer and close your eyes. Imagine there is love in your heart, and that you can send a gentle acknowledgement of that love from your mind to your heart. As you bow your head towards your hands, imagine you are mentally bowing to the greatness of your heart and the love it honors. You have completed your sacred honoring ritual. Next, we have Jessica. October 2nd, 1991. Blessings. I got my progression chart from you back in the winter. Literally saw scorpions. Wow. And currently work with the Scorpio sun, moon, and rising. Everything you read is real. Making passionate progress with applying for art programs and rallying funds despite my 0-degree Uranus and Aquarius. April Howell, congratulations. That's amazing. Yeah, you deserve it. This is all you. So kudos. All right. So Jessica, the advice I have for you, knowing that you also have Saturn. Wait, this isn't right. Yeah, knowing that you actually have Saturn 0 degrees Aquarius, the square that it's making to Uranus in Taurus is going to challenge the old way with which you apply your career focus. And so you will gain fresh creative ideas with which to implement into the work you currently do. And you want to bring forward your uniqueness of self. So, especially since it's art and Libra is the artist, what I'm really saying is to, thank you, Brett. What I'm really saying is to shy away from old conventional ways of doing what you know is right and to insert your radical ideas, because your experience is giving you radical ideas about what needs to change and what can be enhanced. So you actually want to become that instead of kind of tell people, just be that, and you'll be highly supported. So we have the Soulmate card, the 6 of Cups, as well as I surge on the uprising wave of love. So the 6 of Cups is saying that you're going to definitely actually this is the Scorpio sun. The 6 of Cups is the Scorpio sun. So you're going to develop a much more pure connection with that individual and perhaps even another soulmate. My life can be summed up in 3 accounts. I was raw, I was cooked, and I was burned. Oh my God. I surge on the uprising wave of love. No gravity can stop me from rising. The moon pulls the tide of life towards her, and my soul in oneness with all of life answers her call. A wave of love consumes me, and upwards I fly, flying through water to greet her shining body. Led by my heart, my wits are addled, and my mind becomes a blurry mess. And so I feel instead, feel the truth of her love, and the divine reflection she shines back at me from her radiant heart. Dustin, thank you so much for sharing that. Much appreciated. And I'm sorry I forgot about my accent. My lordosis is acting up. Thank you, Christopher. So, the sacred honoring ritual, placing your hands on your heart, say the following. The grace of life touches my heart, and I am courageous. I surge, I rise. I meet the divine beloved in every twist and turn. I journey home. On the wave of love, and I graciously accept the hand of my divine beloved, guiding me now through love, mercy, and grace. So be it. Close your eyes and focus on your heart. If you wish, you may like to intend to connect to a feeling of love for your heart. Wise guide that it is. When you feel you are done, you have completed your honoring ritual. All right. Thank you, Jessica. So next we have Melanie. So let's see. Melanie, this Neptune retrograde is going to be aspecting your Mercury. And as a Pisces, as an enlightened Pisces with a Gemini moon, you're going to have firsthand perspective of what's happening in the experiences of others. Neptune retrograde is going to recalibrate people's understanding of events. So you're going to be assisting people and making sure their perception is right. You'll be able to see into the truth of sacred mysteries that others won't really understand, like what that person was really thinking in that conversation, like how that person really feels after they vented, like what that politician was really saying behind that speech. So this is really going to tap you in to a much more divine way. Yep. A much more divine way to perceive synchronicities and also to kind of see into the future. And this is evidenced, of course, by the high priestess. So the high priestess is definitely you stepping into a much more psychic sense of yourself. And as such, you really want to trust the synchronicities you see, because you're going to be on Synchronicity City and just seeing signs on signs on signs. So we have Passion of the Wild Red Mother. Don't ask the conscious ones about the wine. Behold the glowing effect of it in the eyes of the drunks. Oh, shit. Next level tarot. Place your hands open before you and say aloud, I call on the passionate wild red mother, summoning, who loves me without condition. And the brother of my soul, Rumi, I ask for your guardianship on the path, onto the path of divine passion now. I ask for your guardianship onto the path of divine passion now. May I lead with my heart, dance in life without fear, and surrender into truth, swinging with my soul, becoming a leader of the new way of love upon this sacred earth. It is safe for me to be in my wild divinity. It is the only safe and true way for me to thrive. I am blessed now, and in the wild red mother's unconditionally loving protection and grace, so be it. You have finished your sacred ritual. Chris Strickland. Christopher Strickland. You are a Cap rising, and with Neptune on your rising, this Neptune retrograde is, oh, thank you so much for the degrees. This Neptune retrograde is going to help you reevaluate how you communicate your vulnerability. Michelle Smith, email Lucid Living TV, and after you email this person, forward me the correspondence and I'll go from there. Ask her if she's open to appear on a talk and I'll invite her. We have 7 degree Neptune. Yeah, 7 degrees. So this retrograde for you is going to have you reevaluate how you communicate your vulnerabilities, and you're going to be revealed massive secrets. As Pisces is 8th house to your Leo sun, so this is going to take your source perspective awareness and allow you to see through the veil more psychically, revealing darker shadow elements of people. And as a Cap rising, you're going to be able to, with your body language, and psychically communicate this without even having to say a word. Like you'll be moving your body in response to how certain people feel. And it's like you won't logically make this discernment, but physiologically, you'll definitely be able to as well. Okay. That's really interesting cards that you pulled. And also knowing that your moon is in Scorpio, you're tapping into this grand water trine that's going to allow you to feel what happens before it happens. But Neptune retrograde trining your moon as well will supplement the deep wisdom you're picking up consciously with occult knowledge that enhances your magical abilities and now provides context real time for the magical experiences you're having. Your Scorpio moon will just kind of give you wisdom, like this is what this means, this is what that means, this is what this means, this person's full of shit, this person sucks. So yeah, keep that in mind. Next we have Christian Garcia. What could I look forward to with this transit? Well, it's a bit similar to Chris, because whereas Chris has the Scorpio moon, you have the Cancer moon, and both of you are Leos with cardinal risings. So it's going to be eerily similar. Both of you are in a position where you're going to be sensing more psychically through the veil and transforming your relationship with that which you can't see. Take that abstract concept. For you, Christian, this is going to be more felt because your Cancer moon is going to allow you to sense the energy being projected from and to you when it comes to who people are, and also when it comes to identifying what's what. Instead of the Scorpio moon will be more like the wisdom of what it means, your Cancer moon is going to know what is what intuitively. And as a Libra rising, this is going to transform your lifestyle and behavior. So for those of you who want to be on the list, the link in the description box will add you to the list. And yeah, we have not too many left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people in line so far. So Christian, this Neptune retrograde is going to recalibrate your divine lifestyle and behavior, and it's going to add and incorporate greater magical techniques for you to learn, like spells that can like combat offensive and defensive spells that will allow you to deal with others in much more bold and courageous ways so that you can be more intimate with the utilization of these skills. We do also have 4 of Pentacles, which is the Sun in Capricorn card, and you're going to gain more money because the 6th house is a work house. And so you're going to find more magical ways to work less and make more. This is going to, through this transit, promise assured material gain. And we have Sacred Phoenix Heart. So this is the second time we're getting this, actually. Under the cover of blood, love veils many rose gardens. In total faith, love tenderly guides every lover to the garden of the heart. Reason says the world is limited in 6 directions. There is no way out. Love says there is a way, and I have traveled it many times. Place your hands on your heart and say, this sacred phoenix heart is blessed. Through every loss, every grief, thank you, Elliot, and sadness, every morning, this heart grows strong, ready to ignite into life, into new life, into the dance that is not the funeral procession, but the rite of spring. This heart is ready to leap with new life, to be infused with the joy of innocence and the passion of deepest devotion. How I trust my heart to lead me, guided by the inner voice of love, through all that could possibly be. I am safe. This heart knows the way, and I follow it faithfully now into the light of a new day. Through sacred grace, so be it. Place your hands in prayer and close your eyes. Imagine there is love in your heart and that you can send a gentle acknowledgement of that love from your mind to your heart. As you bow your head towards your hands, imagine you are mentally bowing to the greatness of your heart and the love it honors. You have completed your sacred honoring ritual. Who mad? Oh, okay. Oh. So, next we have Kaizen. Beautiful name. Beautiful name. Sun Pisces, Moon Pisces. It's okay if you don't know your rising. This isn't a question about my chart. I didn't have one, so you don't have to answer it. When will myself and the Sag guy start dating, if ever? Okay. Also love your channel. Cool. So when it comes to your chart, because you're going to have the power and be a vessel of Neptune retrograde, you have to be very Kaizen. You have to be very, 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 very mindful of every thought that you're having, because every thought, every feeling that you have will channel through Neptune and thus create your reality. So you must practice reality transurfing. I want you to look up articles on reality transurfing and assume that the experience you want to step in is the experience you're manifesting. Because you don't have a lot of stable consciousness, your reality fluctuates based on how you feel what is what. And your subconscious is more powerful than your conscious. So you want to hijack your subconscious mind and reevaluate the thoughts you're having. You're wondering about the Sag, okay? The Sagittarius men are forward. So if the Sagittarius man wanted to date you, he would have asked you out a long time ago. You don't want to really be indirect with Sages. So go and tell this Sagittarius individual that you like him and you want to date him and see if he dates you. If not, clearly it's not going to work out. If so, clearly it will work out. Okay? Do not wait for this man to come date you, because he's probably going to be looking for other people. But you do have a soulmate connection, considering that there's Sag and Pisces energy. So I'm not telling you to make the first move. You don't have to make the first move. I am telling you that you want to let him know you're interested in dating him, okay? And that'll really just let you know if it's going to work or not, okay? And the card that I have for you is the Seven of Cups, but I also pulled it with the Five of Swords. So your mind might be a little scattered. Okay, the Seven of Cups is saying there's multiple potential. The Seven of Cups is actually saying you're going to be working with altered states of consciousness to help facilitate greater magic ability, but beware of escapism and be very aware of, forgetting that which glitters is not always gold. However that saying goes, okay? The card we have for you is commitment. So 31. The awakened heart is like a lantern. Keep it sheltered from the turbulence of the winds of desire. If you can light a candle, please do so. If that is not practical, simply visualize or imagine a flame in your mind's eye. If you cannot do that easily, then simply say, I call upon the sacred flame of divine love now. Nika, I'm not doing the Patreon readings anymore. If you would like to see the change, please hit up my Patreon. I actually posted the differences mid-June. Then say aloud, the light of my heart does not waver. I'm going to do this again. If you can light a candle, please do so. If that is not practical, simply visualize or imagine a flame in your mind's eye. If you cannot do that easily, then simply say, I call upon the sacred flame of divine love now. Then say aloud, the light of my heart does not waver. It is fixed by the will of the divine. and lit by the greatest flame, forever a light in the temple of one love. Rumi, who safeguards the sacred flame of love, together may we bear serene witness to the revelations of the light within, that the way always be shown pure and true, and the courage to act when needed and the patience to best serve love is found within our hearts. So be it. You have finished your sacred honoring ritual. If you did light a candle, you may like to leave it burning for a time under supervision, or simply with reverence, extinguish it. Do you only do your personal readings live? No, personal readings you can get on my website. If any of you want like an in-depth reading, go to my website. I only do live readings live. So if you buy a live reading after I go live or before I go live, I will refund you. I only do live readings while I'm live. All right, so next we have Andrea Lates. Love/retrogrades insight. So as a Gemini rising and a Sag moon, this Neptune retrograde is going to reevaluate your career direction and inspire you to dream even bigger, especially concerning love. As a Scorpio sun with Venus transiting your second and third house, you need to be vocal about your beliefs. Night Shadow Hunters, you need to be very vocal about your attitude and your beliefs towards love, because you're building greater self-esteem and confidence. So be willing to communicate outside your comfort zone, and also be willing to integrate love interests into work projects, which should be more creative. Knowing that Jupiter is transiting your seventh is opening up the doorway for amazing partnerships. As a Gemini, I can attest to this, is truth myself. So you're assuredly going to be in a relationship by the end of the year. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it is going to be one that opens your heart so that you can express greater creativity. We also have Passion of the Wild Red Mother for you, and this comes with the Devil card. So you're going to be integrating your shadow tendencies to work through this. Thank you, Beyonce. And yes, that is the real Beyonce knows. But yeah, this is going to have you look at your shadow side, of course, as a Scorpio, right? In much non-judgmental ways, because you're going to realize what you thought was bad about your shadow actually helps you really practically. So find ways to incorporate shadow tendencies in the work you could do during this retrograde, as your relationship with it will change. Don't ask the conscious ones about the wine. Behold the glowing effect of it in the eyes of the drunks. Place your hands before you and say place your hands open before you and say aloud, I call on the passionate wild red mother who loves me without condition, and the brother of my soul, Rumi. I ask for your guardianship onto the path of divine passion now. May I lead with my heart, dance in life without fear, and surrender into truth, singing with my soul, becoming a leader of the new way of love upon this sacred earth. It is safe for me to be in my wild divinity. I'll say it again. It is safe for me to be in my wild divinity. It is the only safe and true way for me to thrive. I am blessed now, and in the wild red mother's unconditionally loving protection and grace, so be it. You have finished your sacred ritual. I really feel that ritual is going to increase your sexual activity. A lot. Therese Coffee, what is the second half of the year looking like for me and my divine counterpart? So, as a Libra rising and a Taurus sun, you're going to be taking forth your social gifts as far as balancing other people's problems by harnessing the inner genius with which you're aware of these problems. The way you deal with others is considerably going to transform as you manifest your career goals in order to build a deeper foundation. By January of 2020, you're going to be making efforts to either move to a new place, appreciate you, Dre, or really beef up your current home. And this is going to allow for much greater confidence being in the public and really beginning to integrate a whole lot of your own energy. And so this Neptune retrograde will also allow you to change your behavior based on the company you keep. As far as your counterpart, he's definitely going to transform the rest of this year, his relationship with himself and how much he embraces his divinity. So the card that I have for you is the Four of Cups, which is wanting you to contemplate your emotions, because as you contemplate and sit with your feelings, you're going to really understand different things about your Taurus moon that will help you release certain stubborn ideas or embrace new ideas. We also have Divine Mother Manifest, which makes a lot of sense because Uranus is on your sun and moon in your 8th. So you are manifesting a very unconventional aspect of the Divine Mother. John Lopez, you are welcome to join the line instead of yell. I know y'all like all caps, but yeah, let's be mature here. Oh, you living in the world of 6 directions. Accept the gloom and accept the bliss. For those seeds buried in the ground will one day grow into fruitful orchards. Place your left hand with palm facing upwards in front of you, reaching out as if to receive. Say aloud, Divine Mother, through your gracious compassion and bounty, I humbly bow. Bow your head to your hand for a moment, or if you wish, kneel and kiss the floor. In this action, allow yourself to truly surrender into the workings of love. Just intend to surrender and it shall be. Then arise and place your left hand out again with palm facing up, an arm extended slightly as if to receive, and say aloud, I willingly accept the bestowal of grace now manifesting into form as a heartfelt wish, delivered to me through the Divine Mother's genius and generosity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You have finished your sacred honoring ritual. Next, we have Tanner. Libra rising, Cancer sun, Gem moon. What is something I should know? I can't think of a question right now. Well, you asked the perfect question. What should you know? You should know that you are connected with the omniscient. And so you have inherent omniscience. However, Neptune, especially retrograde, is squaring your moon. So you're not having the most faith in what your Gemini moon picks up as truth. Inherent omniscience, thank you, Sharika. Inherent omniscience means that you know everything. It doesn't mean that you know it instantly. It means that once you figure out what you want to know, you will pull it from the Akashic records. However, the Neptune square may make you a bit doubtful because you're not acquiring this knowledge through conventional means. And the logic of your Libra rising is going to want it to come off more so logically. Kind of embrace this and just be very mindful as a Cancer sun. This Neptune retrograde is going to help you see into the divine in ways that greatly change your lifestyle in order to incorporate more divinity. We do have the Two of Pentacles. So as you manifest your superpowers, because as a Cancer sun, you guys are going to get it first and then share it with everyone. This is going to allow you very greatly to now really pick up stuff from the from the beginning, from the bottom, really really just stay productive. Because the more productive you stay, the more balanced you can take what you're starting off. The Two of Pentacles is going to exponentially raise your money flow. And we have I surge on the uprising wave of love. This one has come up again too. My life can be summed up in 3 accounts. I was raw, I was cooked, and I was burned. Placing your hands on your heart, say the following. The grace of life touches my heart, and I am courageous. I surge, I rise. I meet the divine beloved in every twist and turn. I journey home on the wave of love, and I graciously accept the hand of my divine beloved, guiding me down through love, mercy, and grace. So be it. Close your eyes and focus on your heart. If you wish, you may like to intend to connect to a feeling of love for your heart. Wise guide that it is. When you feel you are done, you have completed your honoring ritual. Marcy Garcho. Nice. Marcy. So, as a Pisces sun, Neptune retrograde is definitely going to course its energy through you in an effort to, in an effort to very, very powerfully reconstruct your reality. But it's cool because you have the water trifecta. So this is going to help you recalibrate your feelings. It's going to arise everything that you have disaligned from. And in your case, because you're coming at this from a Pisces sun, you're really just going to realize, oh, I was right about this. Oh, my intuition was right about that. Oh, my intuition was also right about this. And this is going to stimulate greater channeling creatively. Hence why we got the Soulmate card, because you're going to really manifest mystical connections with soulmates, both romantic and platonic. This is urging you to keep the connections innocent, because you are going to be the avenue through which they awaken their magical perception. And as such, you are a powerful conduit, especially with the moon I got passion of the wild mother, especially with the moon that's going to very powerfully receive all this karmic energy. Sacred soul sister. We all have the inner lion. Yes, very true. Wailing goddess. When you are conscious, a cloud of sadness surrounds you. When you are beyond conscious, the moon rests in your arms. When you are conscious, the beloved moves out of your reach. When you are beyond consciousness, the ecstasy of love moves your way. When you are conscious, you are depressed like fall. When you are beyond conscious, the winter cold feels like spring. All your wavering is due to your longing to be stable. Look for instability until you become stable. Rumi gets it. Kneel or sit comfortably, preferably on the ground, or somewhere you feel grounded and anchored to the earth. That could be on the floor if practical. Rest your hands on the ground or on your legs. Say aloud, I call upon the sacred sister of my soul, the shadow priestess of wisdom in the temple of love. You guide me to love, and under the merciful grace and protection of Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, our relationship is one of respect, care, and divine guidance. May I be blessed with receptivity to your genius and capacity for the grace of growth. So be it. Rest for a few moments. You have finished your ritual. Hannah, I have a soul connection with a 16-degree Cancer sun. Haven't seen them in years and never felt much of a connection with them until now. Many crazy synchronicities have occurred since their B-Day when they were randomly in my dream. More insight will be appreciated. P.S. You gave me a transit reading earlier this year. You were spot on about when I'd start my new job. I gotcha. So this is very important. Normally, when people tell me that they have soulmate connections with people, I don't really take it that seriously unless they know each other or unless it's like legit synchronicities. But knowing that he's 17 and you have Mars 16, your energies are right on this eclipse energy. So having a dream of him is not a coincidence. Okay. As far as this Neptune retrograde, divine partnerships are going to come into form for you. And this is really going to shift how you show up in your relationships with others with fullness and with grace. Just know that with the Gemini moon, you don't want to be put off by being misunderstood because of that square to your moon that Neptune will make. So as far as insight, we do have the Empress card and the Ace of Cups. You may very well become pregnant. In fact, look, it's coming from the Emperor. So you are going to manifest a new connection with your divine complement. And we got the 10 of Cups. So Hannah, it's good to know that you are manifesting a sacred union. It may not be with this Cancer though, but maybe this Cancer is holding space for you. If it is not him, it is important to know that during this Neptune retrograde, you are going to manifest this greater sense of beauty that will attract this new love. So tap into Venus for you. And we have Enter the Garden of Delights, which does resonate a lot with the Empress. Enter the Garden of Delights. Are you aware that sweetness is found everywhere in town? Are you aware that winter is gone and spring has come around? Are you aware that sweet basil and the carnation are whispering in the garden and laughing about how simply everything is found? Are you aware the nightingale has come back from its flight, singing out messages of love to spread delight with every sound? Everything in the garden is granted the right from the divine court to appear for our delight. Everything is here to make the earth green and alive as a haven for our life. What remains buried in the soul will always endeavor to reach out. No one is truly alive. No one truly alive can ever be pawned to a prison or a tomb. Sacred honoring ritual. Say aloud, I accept the gift of golden grace and healing now, to leave behind all prisons and tombs. Conscious and unconscious, of heart and of mind, I open up to life and assistance through unconditional love, and being present to the miraculous beauty that seeks to live through me, as me, and in benefit to all humanity now. I know myself to be worthy of this grace, to be this grace. So be it. Place your hands gently on your heart and rest for however long feels good. When you are finished, you have completed your ritual. Katiana de Campos. So, yes, you are being upgraded with abilities. All right, cool. Yes, you are being upgraded with abilities. And I'm glad to know you are a Sagittarius sun, because not only are you, right? Yep. Not only are you evolving, you're one of the greatest Sagittarians because you have a Cap moon. So not only is your soul transforming and awakening, you're awakening ancient power in your soul, Katiana. You're evolving your spirit to see beyond the realm and to step into the next level of magic. And then as a Leo rising, this is allowing you to transform through this Neptune retrograde and really come into the strongest occult secrets based on your current spirit evolution and soul awakening. So this is important because you're not just getting upgraded with abilities, you're getting upgraded with all the abilities. Every Cap moon is unlocking all the powers. We're sharing omnipotence together. So as a high magic Cap moon, you're unlocking all the abilities that exist because you're meant to meet people and awaken these abilities in others. So you're going to come into so much magical abilities, but you're going to recognize it in people and unlock that potential in other people. So that's the real reason why you're going to be awakening powers, especially through this Neptune retrograde. As a Sag, magic wars isn't going to influence you as much because it's your energy that this war is going to be pulling from. We do have the Page of Wands, and so you're going to receive exciting news. The Page of Wands is a lust for power, so it's being given the keys to the driver's seat when it comes to accessing aspects of your supernatural power. That's just going to be super exciting. And we have the impossible made possible, which is awesome. It's one of my favorite cards. Love brings the sea into boiling and turns the mountains into a pebble. Love creates infinite openings in the dark sky and shudders the earth with its magnitude. Wow. Sacred honoring ritual. Place your hands very lightly at your throat. Say aloud, with Rumi, who loves me unconditionally as my witness, I now offer myself into the hands of the all-loving creative intelligence of this universe. I release all vows, intentions, or beliefs ever made, consciously or unconsciously, in this or any lifetime that are based in doubt and fear, holding back from creative fruition of my soul upon the earth. I dedicate myself to love and accept the gift of grace that brings me into greater fulfillment now. May I be blessed so I can surrender resistance and accept what is coming to me now for what it is, a gift of love. So be it. Place your hands at your heart and focus on your breath for a moment or two as it flows in or out. When you are ready, place your hands in prayer and bow your head to your hands. You have completed your sacred honoring ritual. Amen. Sacred Rose of Remy Ma. All right. Elliot Reyes Jr., Aries rising, Aqua Sun, Cancer Moon. Going on an adventure in Virginia. Guidance and insight on my power. So Neptune is transiting your 12th, and you are going on a spiritual adventure that is overlapping everything you are experiencing physically with the spiritual meaning or the higher vibrational as above meaning. And you're seeing this. You're going to continue, especially with this retrograde, to see how someone eating a banana means in the spiritual realm, they just defeated a demon. Totally just making up an extreme example, but this is how your powers are going to come in. You're going to be having divine sight. Please, Elliot, if you can comment, let me know if you're already starting to experience this, because this isn't new. And with this North Node energy, this is going to unlock deep power within you. Now, as an Aquarius sun, you're aware of this at the highest level with your cosmic awareness. And this is definitely going to allow you to manifest magically from your palms anything you desire and to use your imagination to gain more money and value. Okay. So we have Beyond Death, Life. The first card And we have the Six of Cups. So even though this is a soulmate card, for you, this is talking about tapping into your inner child and unlocking the magic of your inner child. So Elliot, when you were like 5 years old, you had more magical power than you've ever had, but because your power is so much, you had to, out of protection, seal this within your soul. Now that the North Node is on your soul, it's unlocking. And you're going to go back into your inner child and awaken it again by doing the stuff that your inner child has loved. And even though to you, it'll seem like, oh, this is childish, I'm just doing this, it's going to unlock your power because it's going to awaken subconscious memories and it's going to remind you of certain things that you used to do and see into the creativity now with the wisdom of an adult. Footprints lead us to the shore of the sea. Beyond that point, no trace remains. Sacred honoring ritual. Place your hands on your heart. Say the following aloud. Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, I call upon your loving grace. Please help me release what I no longer need. What is too small for my great light? Help me recognize the purity of my own being so that I can more easily trust in the divine love calling to me, like an insistent lover. In every moment, I breathe in your compassionate grace now. Thank you, my beloved. Keeping your hands resting on your heart at the center of your chest, simply breathe in and out, gently and easily. Focus on the feeling of your hands on your chest. Do this for as long as feels good for you. When you have finished, open your eyes. You have finished your honoring ritual. Unica Wade, thank you so much. And I'm glad that you have joined us. Much blessings. Much blessings to you. I don't usually do this at all, but I'm being called to pull a card for you. And I got the Six of Swords. So this is saying that you're transitioning towards success. You are going to be sailing towards a positive future because you've confronted very toxic behaviors within others and yourself, and you're distancing yourself psychologically from problems. So your communication is going to go positive. This could even be a physical move. So you're definitely going to be catching more W's, and this is leading into a conclusion. Nancy, lessen this Mercury retrograde. I got you. So Mercury retrograde is going to be, of course, as a Pisces rising, retrograding out of your sixth house and into your fifth. And this is going to very powerfully have you reevaluate how you implement your creative self into your work. Especially as a Virgo sun, this is really going to challenge. Oh, okay, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, especially as a Virgo sun, this is going to really challenge a lot of how you integrate your own awareness of your spiritual gifts. So you're going to be taking your hidden talents and they're going to naturally come out as you think about the way you bring in fun into your work. This is actually going to be so empowering because you're going to take hidden talents that you've always had and you're going to have so much more power and fun and control over the work you do. And this is also going to develop your pre-existing talents through a short romantic trysts that will have long-term potential, but it's less about anything long-term and more about just having fun with people. Yep, we do have the Page of Wands. So this is going to really coincide with very exciting news that's really going to probably be about a new budding relationship. You're going to have new exciting news that'll really just inspire you to be wilder and to, it's kind of like gaining keys to a new car. So much wonder and excitement. And we have Victory of Miriam. Look at that. Victory of Miriam. If you are longing to caress the moon, don't turn away from it. If you are not ill, Why do you crawl under a blanket to hide? You are in a quarry of sweets. Why do you look so sour? You live in the spring of life. Why are you withered inside? Don't fight against yourself. Don't flee from what could be your glory. Like a fearless moth, dive into the flame. Why be linked to your obsessions? Burn out in the flames until your heart and soul are enlightened. Get out of the old carcass and form yourself a new body. Why are you afraid of a fox when you descend from lions? I mean, you do have a Leo moon. Why? Wait a minute. Yeah. Why be a lame ass? Why be a lame ass when you have the strength of stallions? For those who don't know, ass means donkey. The beloved you seek will arrive to open the door to your fortune. For love is the key that opens all your locks. With your hands in prayer at your forehead, breathe in and out. And if you can, allow your mind to become still. Then say aloud, I call on Miriam, who loves me without condition, to bring me faith, and Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, to bring me oneness with the great beloved. I call upon the unconditional loving wisdom of life and my own divine essence, and I give thanks for all that is. I give thanks for the light that will be born from the darkness, and I give thanks for the fullness of my being coming into expression now. I give thanks for the grace and mercy that guides my way, and I surrender into the love that is leading me into my divine destiny now. So be it. Close your eyes and bow your head to your hands in prayer again, and still your mind if you can for several moments. When you feel ready, simply open your eyes and you have completed your honoring ritual. Next, we have Sharika Banks. Hi, what can I expect for the upcoming months ahead in finances? Great question. So, as a rising Leo and Sun Aqua, Neptune in Pisces is going to transform how you magically deal with others. The silence and space and the intimate distance between you and other people, their decisions and how they invest in you, is everything that's being changed. And also everything that your awareness as Aquarius will allow you to upgrade the sense of value you have, because you are more potent imagining, because you are more creative, and thus you are owed more money through a raise or to raise your prices. Especially as a moon Cancer, you're going to be feeling into this power activation with the North Node and with Venus that will go through. So you indirectly want to feel your value and your worth, okay? But this is so much more about how you deal with people. It directly won't have it. You can do everything that you're doing financially now, but you want to bring a much more mystical element to how you deal with others so that they will trust you more with their resources. And this is actually over the next 6 months going to change subtly how much more value you put into the work you do. A lot to do with Uranus and Taurus, and much more with how you imagine your experience and then create it. That's really a lot more what I'm picking up on, because you're going to find that your own creative energy will actually allow you to do less and get paid more. So really try to find more outside the box solutions for common problems. And it's interesting because your finances are passively going to change because of the work that you've already done. So this is really more about internally feeling more your worth and your power. Denisha, I'm a Cancer, Sun, Virgo, Moon, Scorpio rising. You are not too late. This Neptune retrograde for you is going to be opposite your moon. So you're going to be feeling real time the changes that are occurring as they happen. And as a Scorpio rising, this is meant to have you channel greater creativity from the divine. Everything is going to feel divine. Your relationships with others, it's going to feel divined. Okay. And it's great that you're a Cancer sun because you're inheriting all this supernatural power being unlocked for the collective. So this is going to really skyrocket your healing ability. Your conversations with others will be more healing than it is. You'll cut to the root core of what people need to hear. And just by being around you, you'll heal people because your shadow touched them. Apostle Paul stuff in the book of Acts. So keep that in mind. This is going to allow your aura to express through your pores so much more powerfully. Paris Peterson, thank you very much. We have, thank you for wanting to support my work. So much appreciated. Not sure of a specific question, but what is something that I need to hear at this moment? Sun Aries, Moon Gemini, Rising Aquarius. Well, you need to know you're the shit. You are so amazing that just by you thinking up an idea and following a train of thought, it warps the reality around you and it literally creates greater power in your words. Knowing this, you can have positive affirmations that you speak to literally prejudge your whole day or preset your whole day. Okay, this is something that affects everybody, but it's direct for you. Like you can do it and notice influences immediately. And that's because of the genius of your Aquarius rising. And so with Neptune retrograding your second, magic is going to show you how much more valuable you are because you're going to start to see your power at an ascended level. Whereas before you were so focused being an Aries, you didn't realize you were way more powerful than you thought. Okay. So that's really something I want to give you, like advice. Practice saying intention as if it's like a magician spell. So if you want to manifest greater happiness, be like, I am now becoming more happy, and literally feel the effects just so that you exert the power of your words. Next, we have Wan Yi. Wan, Pisces Sun, Leo Moon, and then we also have Scorpio Sun, Sag Moon. Is he serious about developing a relationship with me? One, I'm a bit biased here because I'm a direct individual. So I can pull you cards about what this person is thinking, but we need to keep it real. If anyone in your life is serious about developing a relationship with you, you will know because they will take real action. When someone is serious, they take real action towards doing so. So if you're up in the air, no, this person is not really serious. Now, can you trust him? That's a totally different story. I totally advise you approach him and let him know that you are serious about developing a relationship with him and see where that goes. Neptune's in your sign, so you have a lot more influential pull than you know. And if it's something that you really desire, move forward with courage. Okay? Now, I do have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is talking about walking away, especially from unexpected upheaval or walking towards change. This doesn't have to mean walking away from him. You're going to go on a sacred quest to find a deeper element of yourself. But this is important. As far as he's concerned, what does your intuition tell you about trusting him? You would do well to test his trust. Do something practical to where you can test his trust and see firsthand whether you can. We also have Divine Mother manifest. So you're going on a sacred spirit quest to manifest the Divine Mother within you. As you're through your Neptune, by the way, in Pisces Sun. Katiana, yes, there is. Although I only have one more in line, so you want to anyone who wants to do so, you want to do so before I finish, but you'll have time. Oh, you living in the world of six directions, accept the gloom and accept this bliss, the bliss. For those seeds buried in the ground will one day grow into fruitful orchids. Place your left hand with palm facing upwards in front of you, reaching out as if to receive. Say aloud, Divine Mother, through your gracious compassion and bounty, I humbly bow. Bow your head to your hand for a moment, or if you wish, kneel and kiss the floor. In this action, allow yourself to truly surrender into the workings of love. Just intend to surrender and it shall be. Then arise and place your left hand out again with the palm facing up and arm extending slightly as if to receive, and say aloud, I willingly accept the bestowal of grace now, manifesting into a form as a heartfelt wish, delivered to me through the Divine Mother's genius and generosity. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You have finished your sacred honoring ritual. Erica! 12th house Gemini Sun conjunct Black Moon Lilith. Cancer rising conjunct Venus, Aries Moon. Jupiter conjunct MC Pisces. That's legit. Neptune in the 6th. Cappy in 6th, 7th with Mars. Cap Moon, Cancer Sun. Leo, Venus, music, businessman connection mild. It's synchronistic and psychic 100%. Conjunct in Juno. Feedback. We see each other briefly in professional settings, but no longer speak. It won't leave me alone. Well, you are the gem sun. And so being in a 12th house position to this Cancer, you literally want to bring your magical awareness to them. Because if you don't, it's going to be hidden. And that's a cardinal sign. That's a cardinal. They keep it moving. So if you're not direct, they're not going to appreciate your indirectness. And you want to let them know how you feel. And don't take personally their reaction. It's more important that you just manifest your magic by sharing the perception and planting that seed. We do have the Two of Cups, though. So this connection is not just in your head. And there is a mutual love possible, especially with the strength. So keep that in mind. This is Venus and Cancer. If it doesn't play out with him, then know that it's going to manifest this Venus and Cancer transit, a mutual love. Ashley A, does anyone know how we could ask questions? Ashley A, go to the description box below. There is still some time left. The lion and the deer. When you enter the garden of the heart, you become fragrant like the rose. I got you, Kachiana. When you fly toward heaven, you become graceful like the angel. If you get burned like oil, you become brilliant. When you become thin like hair in yearning, your joy leads the way. You'll be the kingdom and the king. You'll be paradise and the guardian angel. You'll be infidelity and you'll be faith. You'll be the lion and you'll be the deer. Sacred honoring ritual. Say aloud, Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, bear witness to my declaration now. I honor the spiritual maturity within me that bestows upon my consciousness this sacred task. I have accepted the fundamental goodness of my being and can now cast aside all notions held of myself and inquire into my wholeness. What nestles alongside this goodness? All, of course. I am unafraid. I honor my heart, and it is big enough to hold all my nature within its graceful light. I witness my darkness with compassion, and I become able to dance with all my being. Light and dark, In graceful acknowledgement of my divine wholeness, the gentle acceptance of all of me now brings me peace. This acceptable allows the divine to live fully through me as a vessel for the great mysterious plan unfolding upon the earth. With reverence, grace, and surrender, so be it. Sit quietly for a few moments and gaze at the image upon the card. Notice the colors, the interplay of light and dark that create the one beautiful image. This represents you. All light and all dark would have no art at all remaining, only extremes. It is in the interplay of light and dark that enables the living art in progress, your soul, to come most fully to life. When you are ready, simply say thank you. You have completed your ritual. Katiana, here's my question. Is going back to leave the USA and go back to my country and then travel a good choice? Thinking about being initiated. My roots are from Nigeria and Benin. I feel attracted. I'm just not into sacrifice. Well, I'm from Nigeria. A large part of my blood actually traces back to Benin and Togo. So it is a good choice. Especially if you've never done it, totally do so. Now, I wouldn't really trust Nigeria and getting initiated. A lot of the country is either Islam or Christian. And most of the people who do like initiates and stuff like that are scam artists. So unless you know somebody personally here or there that can initiate you, then do so. Other than that, I would just travel to go back to your roots. You say you're not into sacrifice, but it's something you'll embrace as you understand more of the culture behind it. It's not really as simple as just sacrificing. It's an integral part of spiritual work. But other than that, set the intention and pray to get initiated, and the universe will send a babalawo. That's how it works. And other than that, yeah, you do want to travel. Go to your country, go back to your homeland. And once you go on that land, you will start to gain your sacred power in your DNA, okay? Or through your chakras, however it really comes through. All right, y'all, we're done here. So I'm going to close this out. Thank you guys so much. Once again, I hope you enjoy the magical preparation for these magic wars. That'll literally make it look like your whole world is Hogwarts for the magicians. And but more so like the magicians. And Gemini line, roar. And then my twin says, roar. So y'all stay blessed. And until next time, peace.